Hi Nick, I'm Maria.
Hello Maria, good to see you.
Meet you.
Right. Do you want to come in?
Yeah, great, thank you.
Maria, you're our guest medium for the show. We're in the house now. Is there anything you can pick up? Just pop in.
As soon as we walked in, Nick, I felt just down here in the hallway.
Right, do you want to follow us, Dean?
There's, if you just...
Sorry,
just here. Can you feel that? There's like a cold jet coming from the ground. It's like a breeze almost, a draft coming up from the ground. I'm quite sure what that is yet. No, it's about here. If you put your hand there.
All that, yes.
We've got a really hot radiator here, right next to us. So it's quite strange that that icy cold feeling should be here, so close to the warm radiator. It's very sort of stagnant in here, and I feel quite throaty. You know, like I'm getting like a lot of tension in my throat. The energy is very dense and dark, and well, it looks to me like there needs to be a lot more daylight coming in here. There's very little daylight. We could do with these curtains going.
It presumes to me that this used to be a separate room because of the archway there.
Yeah. Yeah. But it just needs a lot more daylight coming in.
Right.
I'll get this pain across my back as well when I come into this room.
Is it just this side of the room or over that side as well?
Well, I'll just go and have a look. I get a lot of anxiety in this part of the house. I feel I have like a deep anxiety here.
Can you physically feel that?
Yes, yeah. And I feel as though that whatever spiritual activity around here is obviously causing some anxiety for the residents of the house, but also there's a spirit that's in here that is very anxious as well.
Right.
Okay. There's more than one.
Can you pick up?
There's more than one.
Male, female?
In particular, I've got a tall male.
Right.
Who's a very, very dark energy, you know, and nasty.
Right.
Unpleasant, and what I feel will be happening is that with his sort of presence in the house, it will create anxiety, tension, upset and stress for the residents, and that in turn he will feed off that.
Right, okay.
And you know, so he's going to create it so that he can feed off it.
Feed off it?
Yeah.
Take a look upstairs.
Okay, lovely. The energies in here is very unpleasant. It's making me feel quite sick, like I'm being strangled.
Right.
I don't know if you can feel that as well. But
there is in this room something different about the rest of the house.
It's a different energy, isn't it? Particularly in this sort of area where I'm standing now, I feel almost as if somebody's got hold of me by the throat and trying to pull me down, sort of like that, but from behind, okay? A very unpleasant character from a long time ago, probably sort of wartime, Second World War time. It's a lot hotter in here, isn't it, than the other parts of the house. Can I just sit on the bed a moment and see if... You wouldn't get a good night's sleep here. It's... I don't like it in here one little bit.
As we're talking now, I've got this...
Tension?
Here.
Is it tension? Because
I can feel it, I don't know, I can't explain it, so it's...
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Can we move on into the other rooms?
Of course you can, yeah.
Cold in here.
It's very cold, isn't it?
Icy cold. This is used as a storage room, seemingly, and I think that the spirit people in this house also use it as a storage space to store things.
What would they
so
store
it's
then?
almost like
what were the spirits storing here?
Well, it's like they're collecting up negative energy from the people and things in the house, and that negative energy they keep it here. If that makes any sense, I know it sounds crazy, but that is what I'm getting.
Right.
I've just been shown clairvoyantly a dagger. The dagger's not in. I don't think the dagger's in the property now.
Right. But it's connected to the property.
Yeah. The dagger would have been in the property at one point. No, sorry. Okay, thank you. The dagger was on this ground before the house was built, and I am going back a very, very long time.
Right.
And there's more, I'm being made aware now of more spirit energies from that time. I feel like I'm going back to the ancient world.
Right, can you give me a total of what we're dealing with here in terms of spirits?
We've got the ones from the World War II sort of era,
Yeah.
and we've got some going back to the ground that the house was built on, going back a couple of thousand years or so.
There's one thing I'd like to know, Maria.
Mm-hmm.
You say you're picking up a bad energy in the house.
Yeah.
Why is it bad? What purpose is it? What purpose has it?
Its purpose is, I feel, with the male energy that we spoke about, the strangling and whatever, he doesn't feel as though he's able to move over to the light because he's scared, right? He's not familiar with the light, he's not familiar with good things and love and, you know, the beautiful things. He's familiar with the dark side, and it, like I say, it was drummed into him when he was a little boy.
Right.
And it stayed with him through his life, and it stayed on since he's passed away. But he's not gone away, he's chosen to stay here purely because he's scared.
Okay.
Again now, I mean, when I first walked in I didn't feel anything. Now I'm starting to get that choking feeling again. So this guy, this male energy, he's come back to have another go basically.
Right.
It doesn't scare me at all. He'll hang out in here sometimes just to be intimidating with around the residents. And I wouldn't be prepared to put up with that. I like my privacy when I'm in the bathroom.
So what you're saying is, if I go to the toilet tonight, or if our crew go to the toilet tonight, we could be watched?
Well, yes, you could be, depending on... Yeah,
Jesus.
okay. I think anybody that's sort of doing things that you'd normally do in private, he'd be there to watch, just to intimidate. And then, of course, when you feel intimidated, you give out negative vibes, don't you? You're fearful, and he'll feed off that.
Okay. Do you think that this house can be cleared tonight?
Absolutely, yeah. And if it's okay with you, can I stick around for a while, see how it pans out?
Fantastic.